Aloha, everyone. This is Peter K, and I'm going to teach you what you want to know, which is how to write your own memoirs, precious memories, and use AI to do it. It makes it super simple. It's something that everybody ought to do. So let's get into it really quick. 3 easy steps I'm going to go over in detail how to do each one of them. Follow along. You'll be able to do it yourself. When this video is over, you're going to turn right around and do it. So stick with me. So first step is you're going to write out an outline, a really, really simple outline of the memoir. Then you're going to record it with your voice. And then you're going to have Grok write the memoir. That's it. 3 easy steps. Okay, here's the details. Here we go. So let's talk about writing out the memoir. So I've got a document. I'm going to give you documents that you can use to make this super easy. But here's what you got to do. You got to put together a simple outline. Just pick some memory that you want to talk about and pick the memory that comes up first. That's the one you should write a memoir about, right? And then you're going to put together an outline and just make some simple bullet points of that memory. And memoirs typically want to have these things that you see here on the screen. They want to have circumstances, characters, settings, the event, your internal experience, the stakes, the conflict, the reflection, and the meaning, and a lesson. So what I got here on the screen is a Google Doc that I'm going to include in the description. You could click on that link and download this document. And this is the outline that you want to follow. So I've got all the major headings over here and an explanation of each one as well. And it says for Grok. I'm going to talk about that later. But basically, this is the template that you start with. So what you do for each one of these things is you put up some bullet points. We just want bullet points. That's all you know. You're not going to write the whole thing. And really the whole point is you're going to talk through this memoir with your voice. And you just want to have a collection of bullets so that you don't miss key points of your story. That's all you want to do. That's the sole goal. You want to hit these bullet points, put them in this document because you're going to need them later. Because the next step is you're going to record the memoir in your own voice. You're going to use the voice recording feature on your phone, Android and iPhone. They both have this. You're going to record your story, your memory. You wrote out the bullet points. You've planned out what you're going to say. You're going to hit the record button, and then you're going to tell your story. And really, keep in mind that this outline is guiding you. It's not controlling you. It's really just to make sure that you don't miss any key points. You really need to be yourself. You need to tell your story like you're telling it to your descendants or your children or your nephews or kids or whoever you're helping with, right? You want to tell them the story. And then the outline just helps you tell that story. So that's all you want to do. So that's step number 2 is you're going to record that memoir. Now I'm going to cut to a video really quick because one of the steps that you're going to do in this recording is once you're done with the recording, you're going to have it transcribed to text. So let's cut to that video now really quick. I've got it. My example is I use Google Recorder. Here's how it works. Okay, here we are in Google Recorder, and I'm going to bring up one of the transcripts to use it as an example. And here's a transcript, and I've already recorded it. You're going to see this, of course, when you get through recording your transcript. And once you've done the recording, like here, all you do is you tap on these 3 little dots in the upper right-hand corner like that, and take this option that says Copy Transcript to Google Docs. It's going to ask you to put in your account. You tap your Google account, and that's it. It's copying over to Google Docs right now. And I open the Google Doc. It's complete. I open it because if I open it, it makes it easier to switch over to Google Drive on my desktop and open the most recent document. And here it is. This is the transcribed document. It's really just that simple. There's nothing to it. Okay, that's basically it. Now, once you've got that, you're ready for the next step. Let me give you an example of like how I did it for one of the stories I put on my Substack, which I highly recommend that you get a hold of, feral.entrepreneur.com. Go there and check it out. Anyway, here is an outline of one of my memoirs, one of my experiences. And you can notice there, I just wrote some bullet points just to kind of, make sure I don't miss anything, right? I talked that into the phone, right? Hit the recorder, and then I did the transcript the way you saw it. And here's what the transcript looks like. It's just plain text, happened automatically, right? So you've got the plain text, you got it all set. You got to do one more step is you got to go back in, you got to go through this, read through this transcript that you created. And where you said, you notice I had the 4 Grok things, right? For Grok. You want to say that when you're recording because you're going to need to pull that out later. It's not super required, but it just makes things a little bit smoother. So because what you're going to do is you're going to go through your transcript and find where you said, oh, this is for Grok, here's the settings. This is for Grok, here's the event, right? And so once you do that, you're going to put this, I'm going to put these back in. So all this is that same exact transcript that you saw. And the only thing I did on that transcript was I added the headings. That's it. Okay. So now that you've got that, we're ready for the next step. So you've got your transcript, you put the headings in, and now we're ready. We're going to give it to Grok. Grok needs two things to make this work. It needs, of course, the transcript with the headings, right? And you need a prompt. A prompt is the instructions that you give to Grok. I've done that for you as well. It took me a lot. I've gone through like 10 versions so far to develop a prompt. This is the prompt. It basically gives Grok the instructions of what to do with this transcript. So we take these two together, and then out comes the memoir. So let's do that. I'm going to show you how this works. So I got the prompt over here. I'm just going to grab this whole thing. And notice, by the way, the prompt ends by saying, here is the transcript, right? So I take this, I'm going to select all, copy. I'm going to flip into Grok. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm not going to hit enter yet because I need to paste the transcript now. So because it says here's the transcript, right? So I'm going to go back up over here. I'm going to get the transcript, the one with the headings. I'm just going to do a select all and a copy. I'm going to pop into Grok. I'm going to paste it. Ready for the magic, folks? All right. So I got it. Here we go. Let's hit it. Punch it. And here comes the thing. And it's got headings. It's kind of like almost all set. And now I'm going to take it for final editing. So I'm going to scroll up. There's a copy option here. So I'm just going to copy the contents like that. I got a piece here called Grok output, and that's where you paste. Just do a copy and paste. Bam. And here it is. I want to keep an original copy of the Grok output, right? So I'm going to take it all, copy it, pop it over here. Okay, great. So now here is my edited version. I'm going to make all my changes here for the final piece. You want to proofread it, you want to make sure, you want to tweak it, etc. The hard work has been done. That's it. That's all you got to do. This is the whole process. Okay, let's do a quick review of how this is gonna work for you. Number one, you're gonna outline that memoir. So you're gonna use that, you're gonna download that document. I got the link in the description, and you're gonna use this outline that you see right here, and you're just gonna pop in bullet points about your experience, your memoir. That's the first thing. Second thing, you got that outline. Now you're gonna record it. You're gonna use your phone, iPhone or Android. Going to hit the record button and talk your story through. This is obviously the most important part. You want to just be yourself, tell your story. Then you're going to transcribe it. Once you've got that ready, you are ready for step 3, which is you're going to submit it to Grok, right? You got the prompt, so you paste the prompt, and then you follow that into Grok with pasting your transcript, and then you hit the go button, and then the magic happens. That's pretty much it. You have any questions? Pop it in the comments. I'll do my best to reply. Let's talk really quick. I got a couple of tips for best results, what you want to do to make the Grok output as good as you can. Number one, as I mentioned to you, the headings. Number two, append it to a thread. Every time you submit if you're going to do multiple memoirs, like I'm doing, you want to pull up the last one that you did in the history and then add this new one on. The reason why is Grok is smart enough. It'll keep a memory of your past few transcripts, your past few memoirs, and it'll make it a better context. You'll end up seeing stuff it'll pull from previous stories if it finds it. That's important. There's another note here. If you resubmit, if you decide, like a lot of times I don't like the way it is, I may make a tweak, I'm going to resubmit it. You'll notice when you download the sample, I've got on the left-hand side here, you see there's a heading here that says redo line. So right here is something to add into the prompt to tell Grok, hey, I'm resubmitting this previous story. Make sure you replace the other previous story that you already have. It's going to make Grok work a little bit better. Next important point, export the latest prompt. That's significant. So what you can and should get used to doing is you can tweak the prompt. If you don't like the way the wording came out, you could tell Grok, hey, reword this so that, more of my voice comes through, or make the English better, or whatever. And you're going to do that, and Grok's going to regenerate it. When Grok has generated the story just the way you like it, you want to export the latest prompt and reuse it. So here's how to do it. In the template document that you're going to get, I've got a tab here called Export Prompt. And you want to take this text over here. And I'm going to take it. It's really simple. It says, basically you're telling Grok, hey, give me the prompt that I can use next time that will give me the same results that I just got now that I like, right? You take that, you copy that. And you notice here, this is right when I just got through generating the last memoir that I really liked, right? Then all you got to do is write down here, take that, copy it, and paste it, and then tell Grok to give you to give you what it wants to give you, the prompt. And so Grok's going to go do its thing, and here it comes. And now you're going to take this prompt, you're going to copy this, and you're going to pop it in your document and use this prompt going forward. So this is an important idea, because what's going to happen over time, look, I told you I'm on version 10, right, of my prompt. I'm on version 10. So you definitely want to kind of make use of that. Okay, I think that's it. Look, I hope this was enjoyable to you. I hope you got something out of this. Most importantly, I hope you'll do it. Join us. Go to feraleentrepreneur.com. That's my Substack, and I'm publishing my memoirs. I'd love to get some feedback from you. Let me know what you think about this. I'd love to see. Memoirs are like, they're so cool. It's therapeutic, actually. It's become that way for me. I hope you'll try it and give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Aloha.